Hey, what is happening, Planeswalkers? I am Mint Alpha Lotus, here with you for another stream on both Twitch and YouTube. If you like what I do, please like and subscribe, follow what we're doing. I've been playing Magic for quite a few years. Some of it has been off and on, but this whole streaming thing, absolutely brand new to me. This is kind of just the very beginning of the second week. I've already worked out a whole lot of technical difficulties and details, and just, every day trying to improve the stream like a little bit, kind of, go through the motions and, figure things out. Today has been, not gonna lie, a little bit of a stressful day, so I'm gonna do a bit more of a chill stream. Often I like to draft or do sealed or some sort of limited format on stream. Today, I think I'm going to just try to rank up through the constructed ranks because after the last season, I dropped way down into silver. And I'm used to being at least platinum, and I hope to get into mythic this season. So I've got a Historic Auras deck that I'm going to try to play through a little bit here today and see how far we can take it for the next couple hours. So it is going to be a more casual stream, which means I'm going to be trying to chat as much as I can with people. And hopefully, yeah, people drop by and we have a fun and interesting day. So just doing best of one with this Auras deck. It's a lot better, I think, in best of three. It has like quite a good win rate, and it has these explosive wins, which are, kind of fun. You do have to mulligan fairly aggressively to try to get a good hand. If you end up not having a great hand, then yeah, there are definitely some hands you cannot play. And there are some hands that can win on turn 3 for sure. But anyway, we'll play a few games today, see how this goes. Doesn't usually take this long to get into a match. Guess it is kind of the middle of the day right now. And Historic is not, the biggest queue. This is not a great hand, but we'll keep it. It's going to be pretty slow. See what opponent is playing. May play the Spirit Dancer next turn. Yeah, we'll definitely play the Spirit Dancer because we're going to have to be pretty aggressive about getting rid of some of these guys. Green doesn't tend to have a whole lot of creature removal, which means we're pretty safe. And the fact that we are on the play means even with a bit of a slower hand, it's not so bad. Alright, War Master, does he have something else? Nope. Alright, that's fantastic for us. We'll go Sheltered. And we'll draw a card. Grab up the War Master. We'll also play Armor. That is not the land I was hoping to see. Oh, alright. Next turn we can play the Ruckus. And if we draw into an untapped land, then we can also play all the glitters. And then the game is over. Archdruid, yeah. Ooh, Death Toucher. But we do have first strike, so that's okay. So we'll enchant. Yep. Yeah. Sentinel's Eyes means the game is pretty much over. He's going to have to chump. We might as well play that out. And attack. Our creature has Menace and First Strike and Lifelink and Ward and Vigilance, Trample. And opponent scoops it up. All right. Yep. Hopefully today, in the next couple of hours, we can at least get a good amount of the way into gold. That's kind of my goal here today. Get our wins for the day. Now, also very exciting is the Sealed Edge of Eternities challenge is coming up now. I don't really have high hopes that I'm going to win a box, but it's something to do. It's exciting. Sealed can be fun. I mean, Sealed is very much a slot machine. It is, you get what you get. All right, up against Daddy, who is a Tonberry. This is not... I really don't feel like this is a keepable hand. I'm on the draw, so it might be okay. I mean, this is something I should probably mulligan, but I'm gonna keep it. Yeah, opponent's on goblins. All right, we'll play the Vantage. Sentinel. Next turn we can play Spirit Dancer and... Cool. Alright, we get to draw some cards. No, I'll just take that. Yep, that's definitely not going to be that much fun to play against. Get in for one. Yeah, I didn't think opponent was going to block that. Alright, Raptor. Alright, opponent's going off. Yep, a Johnny, really nice play. I think we are just way too slow here. 2 and 2. No, I'm not going to block either of those. So his birthing ritual is going to go off again and get something a little more powerful. Yeah. All right, his Najani or Ajani flips, and then he can do damage. Yeah, kill that. Yeah, he's definitely going way off. We're in trouble. Especially because we don't have a lot of action in our hand. I mean, we just drew into 2 lands, which is absolutely far from optimal. We've got nothing to really play here. Alright, let's play that out. Let's get out the light pause, pass turn. And see if we can hold up. We've got the Shard Mage's Rescue in order to potentially save our light pause. All right, Bartolome. You can only have one of those.
Let fury ignite your heart!
I mean, I don't want to say we've got a hope here. We don't have a ton, but I mean, we at least have a blocker and such now, which is all right. Cool. The more cards we draw, definitely the better shape we're looking like we are in. No attacks from opponent. Cauldron Familiar. It's a good play. Okay. Now that gives us a hope. Let's play this. Yeah, let's do that. I don't know. Yeah, let's do that. We'll get all the glitters.
I have failed you, brother.
Griff Spoon. We're gonna go get Sentinel's Eyes from our... Yep, from our deck, and then we'll attack. For 19. And that's game. I mean, even if it wasn't gaining that much life, means we were probably at least back in the game. So, I mean, we had a very slow start there. We didn't have a whole lot of luck, but managed to squeeze a win out of it. I mean, the opponent definitely dirtled there a little bit, even though they were going out very wide. I don't know why they didn't attack last turn. Probably would have been advisable. All right, can we get into gold in this battle? This is not good. There's nothing going on here at all. I mean, I can get down the Esper Sentinel. I mean, I should probably mulligan this, but it is playable. It's really slow, depending on what opponent has. And I mean, I'm not expecting to win every game. Like, 2 out of 3 is fantastic. Oh yeah, this is... I'm thinking I will probably not be able to win this one. Let's play out the Foundry with 2 life. We get the Raptor online. Yeah, that's not particularly helpful. Not really any point of attacking. Yeah, this is for sure not one of the best matchups for this deck. Okay, blast. That's fine. Wow. Well, that's too bad. Let's get the Ruckus out. Play this. Pump him. And we're going to attack with the Raptor, but hold back the Giver of Ruins. The opponent's on a very slow start here too. And if all they want to do is like, yeah, play out a few Ornithopters and stuff, we're fine with that. Okay. Play land, yep. Next turn we can play another Ruckus. Ooh, Sheltered is alright. I think I'll probably actually play that to gain a bit of life and get some protection down. Get rid of the Ornithopter. We will plot the Ruckus, because next turn we could potentially double spell. So, I mean, if opponent doesn't have like a sweeper or something, then we win. But I mean, usually these decks have some sort of sweeper. And it is turn 4, so not having a sweeper here would be really weird. And okay. But I mean, that still gives him 3 mana. This is the most dirtily version of this deck I've seen. Like, usually it's just Azorius. Lurker in the lock is not going to be super helpful, probably. Yep. Okay. This is looking game overish at this point. Yeah, that's game. All right, I did not think that draw was going to get it done, but yeah, that deck was pretty dirtle. Okay, let's take a let's take a quick break to try the Midweek Magic. This has been fun. I'm playing like a on the edge version of a Tifa deck, which has a ton of landfall triggers in it, chocobos, all that good stuff. I mean, I have almost a full set of Final Fantasy, so that's kind of cool. This is a neat hand. Let's keep that. Let's get the Chocobo out, because they are completely bonkers. Vanguard? Alright. Well, I mean, that gives us a chance to attack in. I think I'm actually just going to play the elves here. Yeah, let's get in for one. Cool. Hopefully we draw into a land. I probably... You know what? I think I'm just going to block that. Alright. Did not draw a land, which is really awkward. I think what I'm going to do is play the bushwhack to get a land. It's a neat deck, but, I mean, it's entirely fueled by, Ooh, it is life gain time. Cool. Yeah, let's get the Chocobo out. I mean, that doubles all of our triggers. Nothing really to do here, fortunately. Next turn we can play the Hydra. Hope that a land comes up that we can play off the top with the Chocobo. Prince, that's nice. Yep, gain some life. Pump Aerith. I mean, yeah, I guess we do that, and then play out another land, more elves. I mean, at least next turn with the Fenrir, we'll have a trigger that we can use. Because Fenrir will get us a land, and maybe there's another land on the top. And if that happens, then the game is looking overish. Wow, Buster Sword. That's a great draw. Buster Sword on Aerith. Yeah, okay, so we can't let that collide with us. 3, 4, 5. Do we want to, like, give up a pile of cards is the question here. Man. You know what? It's going to be the two Final Fantasy ladies against each other. That goes up 6. That's pretty good. Nope. That is not going to do it. Chocobo doubles all of our triggers on the bright side, which makes it a little more awkward for Aerith to attack in. But yeah, I think we just pass turn. Hold up. We can always chump with Fenrir next turn. Boros Auras, a good one. Wow, the Sarema. Gonna go for a legendary creature. This deck doesn't usually play out this slowly. This is, I think, the slowest I've seen. Now next turn we can play the Druid that is on the top of our library currently and really go off big time. Now, he's played Zac, but he doesn't have the mana to be able to actually activate Zac, which is nice. And that Hydra is going to become pretty enormous. Yeah, let's just jump with Fenrir. That Hydra can easily end the game this turn. If we get another... No, we didn't get another land. Alright. I think we play this Hydra first. And then we play the Druid. Sacrifice a land to go get 2 more. And watch the counters go a little bit bonkers. Yep. And we did get another land. Alright. Here's where this deck goes off big time style, so that's, I mean, that's the end of the game. We just attack with a 256 Trampler. Well, it blocks to soak up 2 damage, and takes 240 odd, 250, something like that. Alright. That's fun. Yeah, the Druid helped us shuffle away the spell that we didn't want, and getting yet another land. I mean, the game was over anyway, but getting another land was let's say, a little helpful. Right, let's get back to some ranked. We'll do a few more of those before the day is out. They're quite fun. I mean, this is a hand. Everything in it's playable. Play Giver of Ruins first turn to protect the Spirit Dancer. And then we can probably start comboing off, gaining a lot of cards. We do need to draw another land. The fact that we're on the draw is not really great. Are we going to get a thought? No, gassed. Okay. Let's get out the ruins. Give her runes, so that way, I mean, at least if he wants to kill it, he's kind of burning a turn there. Jet Medallion. It's a good play. Yeah, this is a very, very slow hand, but we've got our 3rd land, so next turn we can play the Spirit Dancer, the other one, and then play Griff Spoon and start swinging. Opponent stuck on 2 land? I would think 3 mana is probably enough to play something. Okay. Oh wow, okay. Here we go. Yeah. He's got access to 5. Something big's gonna happen. Okay. Sure. Another gassed. Alright. I'm aghast that he didn't play something better. Ah, sorry. Yeah, Sheltered by Ghosts is a good draw, but I think here we just need to start getting a little more aggressive and drawing couple of cards off of this is a good start. And I mean, there's nothing really interesting to take with the sheltered. So let's swing for 3. I mean, I guess opponent just had nothing in their hand. Back to 4 mana. Alright, I'm just going to take 5. No blocks. Sweeper, nope. My turn. Cool. Alright, let's play the sheltered now. Draw a couple of cards, hopefully draw into an untapped land. Yep, nope, that's a tapped land. That is an untapped land, however. I mean, I guess we'll just take... Let's just take that. I'm not particularly worried about any of the creatures that are on the board. So we'll grab that. To, start doing a lot of damage. I mean, at this point we have a handful of cards. And 24 life. I'm at 5. I'll take it. And opponent scoops. Yeah, I guess they didn't draw into anything. Alright, that's 4 wins in a row with this deck. That's quite nice. And our Tifa deck won as well. Gold Fury Strider. That does not seem very good. Didn't really play much of Lost Caverns of Ixalan, but it didn't seem like that amazing of a set. There's a couple of good reprints in it, for sure. Like Treasure Map's good, but yeah. I was not on board for the Lost Caverns. I'm on the play with a hand that is definitely not great, but we'll keep it. Let's just play that. Don't really currently need any red mana. He's gonna... Oh, it's a Tamiyo deck. But that's okay. I mean, we've got Sheltered that we can play on here. Grab Tamiyo and swing for 2. This turn we'll play the Sentinel's Eyes, which is great. We'll play the other Giver. We'll hold up the Shard Mages, Rescue. In case opponents got any sort of tricks. Alright. Opponent's just milling through cards. Glad we were able to grab that Tamiyo because that would have transformed it this turn. Okay. Another sheltered. Alright, that's interesting. Let's get that on the other, this Giver of Ruins to make it quite indestructible. That opponent's gonna pay. We've got a rescue. That means they will probably scoop, I'm gonna guess. This turn I think I'm just gonna attack with everything, just to put opponent on a quicker clock. If we don't draw anything next turn, we can put Luris in our hand. Is opponent going to kill our sheltered by ghost? Nope, nothing. Man, 6 cards in hand and not a lot to do. Another Tameo? Yeah, alright.
Oh no! I'm late for class!
We could really use something to get around that, but looks like opponent's got something to destroy an enchantment, which is okay. I mean, we can also use the Giver of Ruins to give protection blue to the one that we have. Okay, so I mean that doesn't really do anything. Protection from white. Yep, so that's not useful. We will hit opponent for 5. Yep, opponent's gonna chump. That's alright. Get this down. Let's get Luris into our hand. I mean, we can draw another card, but let's do that next turn maybe. And then end turn. So, I mean, our 2 givers protect each other, which is kind of nice. Opponent's down to 5, so unless they get something... Oh, yeah, Wrath Skies. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's a good one. Well, we probably should have released Tameo back into the wild. That was a bit of a mistake on our part, I think. I feel like that was not smart. Okay, let's do this. Okay. Right. Fantastic. Well, that's a good one. Let's draw. Oh well. Yeah, I mean, this deck is a classic kind of thing where it, you know, it definitely, I mean, I don't think, we can't beat him having Luris, whatever. It's, yeah, it's very, very weak against sweepers, obviously. That's, I mean, that's one of the downfalls of these sorts of decks. That's just how it goes. And yeah, I mean, we had nothing there, like, we needed to close that game out a lot quicker, and those the 2 runes, it's just, that's not enough damage to close the game out. Especially without, like, you know, any +1/+1 enchantments, ethereal armors, or all the glitters, something like that, to at least pump them. That was definitely not a good draw. I mean, this is okay, especially depending on what opponent draws into. It's, again, not great, but we've got a chance here, and being on the play gives us the initiative, at least. Green, so it's like a life gain deck, probably. Get Spirit Dancer down. Pass turn. This is definitely Definitely life gain. Okay, so the question here... Do we want to just try to get the amped raptor down, see where that goes? I feel like probably this is probably the best play. Start drawing some cards off the Spirit Dancer and see where that goes. Another rescue? Alright. Yeah, let's maybe try to go wide, since opponent's going to start going off a little bit. I don't feel like Sentinel's going to be particularly effective, but... yeah. Okay. Yeah, unless we can get something to trample, then we're going to be pretty stymied, I would think, by the amount of life gain and tokens this sort of deck can create. If he's only stuck on 2 land, then we're not in such a bad spot. Alright, a Foundry's okay. I'll take that. Yeah, let's get 2 life. Do I want to play... No, let's play the All That Glitters. Oh, yeah. Don't do that. Not what I want to see. Now, if opponent doesn't block this, then he's dead. I guess we should have attacked with the Raptor as well. Okay, well, that's it for him. Okay. Opponent was not impressed, I guess. Too bad. Yeah, again, I feel like he probably just didn't have that good of a draw. But there we go. Our draw wasn't stellar either. Yeah, keep moving through gold. Lazy Nerd the Ambitious. That's a bit of an oxymoron, I guess. Now, this is a horrible hand. I'm definitely not going to keep this. Yeah, I mean, I'm on the draw, but there's nothing in that hand. This is better. What do I keep is the question, though. Probably toss the All That Glitters, because I don't see that being super useful. Play the Vantage, then the Giver of Ruins, then we'll play the Needle Verge Pathway on white and the Raptor, but again, it all depends. Okay. Wow, 2 Devourer of Destinies in the opening hand. Okay. With our Dirtle start and opponent on the play, we probably can't beat this deck, but we'll see. This is a tough one. Yeah. Null Drifter. Yeah. And, oh yeah, Ugin. Ugin's Labyrinth and another Ugin's Labyrinth. Sowing Mycospawns causes a lot of problems because, you know, destroys land and everything, but... What did he, another, yeah, Devour. Okay. This deck is definitely often a challenge for us. Probably going to take the Sheltered by Ghosts, I'm going to think. Pretty standard. In the second turn, 4/4 is not the easiest thing to beat. Alright, see how this goes. Okay, Spirit Dancer is alright. And we'll pass turn. Karn, that's a good draw.
I started this war.
Yeah.
This is for our protection.
Yep. This is definitely going to be tough. Alrighty, let's keep going here. Okay, I mean, an ethereal armor is at least helpful. I mean, opponent's going to play one ring next turn, which is like a time walk, so we're not going to be able to get a lot accomplished next turn, unfortunately. Yeah.
Innovation is our advantage.
Yeah, our slow start is definitely not. Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, that's going to slow us down even more. Okay. Another ethereal armor. Interesting. Like this. And I feel like probably a good idea to get rid of Karn at this point. I mean, we can't do a whole lot else, so let's do this. That will definitely get rid of it. I mean, we're going to lose one of our raptors, but that's fine. Not particularly useful anyway.
Treachery befalls us.
Now the question is, are we going to see some Eldrazi come down? It's probably likely that we will. Another Karn. Nice.
Evil must not be. Pyrexia is spreading. We must act now.
Okay.
We can do
Indestructible,
this.
alright.
We must.
Okay, well, I mean, this is game if that's the best that the opponent can do. Yeah, that's it. We just, all we have to do is give the Spirit Dancer protection from colorless, and he can't even block. I don't know what happened there. I mean, those decks usually go off a little bit more wildly. Just, again, I guess a bad draw. And I mean, we're also just in gold, so it could be that the people playing, maybe, you know, they might not be that used to those decks, but hard to say. Breakout. Yeah, Murderers was not a fantastic set. Alright. Black and red spells. Wow. Yeah, we're taking a while on that. What's in the store today? Let's see what's... Oh, free gold? Yeah, I'll take 550 gold for 50. That's alright. Everything's 80% off. That's all right. Is there anything that anybody would ever want? Nope. I guess it's gold day, so everything is treasure hunt, blood money, big spender. Yeah, big spender was great back when that came out. Gold pan, gold rush, vault robber. All right, let's try to get one more win in. Can't believe I won that game. That was, yeah, I thought with the slow start that we had that was not going to be possible. I mean, getting 3 ethereal armors in a row off of raptors really jacked up that that spirit dancer. And yeah, having the runes out really helps because it makes it really hard to deal with the problematic creatures. JMA. Wow. Yeah, I'm definitely not getting the best hands today, am I? Okay, well. Play it as it lies. I mean, I think this was absolutely a mulligan hand based on how slow this is going to be. But yeah, next turn we'll... Oh, Thoughtseize. No, Warlock class. Wow. Don't see that. Wow. Oh, Lord. Don't see Warlock class a whole lot. That's interesting. Okay, well, let's... I'm just going to play the board. And if opponent has a sweeper, then opponent has a sweeper, and that's all we can do about that. I may as well get in for one. Okay. What's opponent got? Murderous Rider? Yeah. I suspect there's gonna be some removal spells in my future. Oh, we'll take that just to remove the value from it. And get in for what? 4? I mean, we may as well get in for 5, I guess. Now, the question is, does opponent have something that just minuses? Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's great. All right, let's draw a card. Oh, wow, okay. And it's not great, but puts opponent on a 2-turn clock. Soak up the arena. There we go. So opponent's got to do something. Can't target that sentinel. Shieldred's a good one. But, I mean, I've got first strike. So... Wow, another land. Actually, it doesn't even matter. Because, guess... Yeah, that's not good, I guess, is it? Well, let's draw another card. Because if I get anything, then he's going to have to chump. That is definitely something. Yeah, perfect. Play this. Hammer hand. Oh, can't block. Could give him protection from black anyway, but that's game. I mean, yeah, I was complaining about drawing all those sunbaked canyons, but in the end, that's kind of what got it done for us, so I guess I can't complain that much. All right, rank up. Gold tier 3. We've been on a steady incline for the last hour, which is fantastic. So, let's play another On the Edge. These are so fun. Man, that Tifa deck is bonkers. There's a version of it, I think, with the Roboroid as well, and some of the newer cards from Edge of Eternities, which also seem really fun. I'm first with a hand that I don't think is particularly keepable. I mean, I guess it kind of is. It's whatever. We'll try it. Definitely not an expert with this deck. This is so slow, though. Not having a turn 1 play is not what I would call good. But we're going to ramp to the moon with all these druids. Hope S time. Alright. Well, let's just attack. Yeah, opponent's going to jump. They don't know that I have giant growth, but it's alright. Break through. Councils, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, this is definitely not what I was hoping for, we'll say. I'm gonna bushwhack that dude. This is, again, get in for 8. And we can do the same thing for 2 more turns. Ooh, interesting. Alright, let's get down a Chocobo. Opponent gets a turn. Ooh, nice. Yeah, 5/5. We're gonna attack with Tifa because if he wants to jump, oh no. Oh right. That's not enough because we didn't play land this turn. Okay, well we'll pass turn. And we'll see what we draw into. But yeah, I think opponent's pulling far ahead here. Authority of the Council's quite a nice draw there. I mean, we're going to make that exemplar huge, but whatever. We don't have a whole lot of... Oh, nice. That's a bit of a non-bow with Authority of the Councils, though, I feel like. There you have it. Yeah, let's keep drawing into more land. Okay. I think this game is pretty much over. I think this game is definitely over. Yeah. Okay, let's concede. Try another one. That was just, as I said, way too slow. Not particularly surprising that we didn't win that one. It is a fantastic deck, but it does have a, you know, certainly a non-zero amount of variance in it. Millennium God 1, spelled incorrectly. That's okay. A lot of cheap and easy plays here. Next turn we go another Chocobo. Land of War Elves, I guess. Alright, so we don't really want that to go off, but don't know that we have a whole lot of say in the matter. Okay, let's get out the Land of War Elves. Next turn, I guess Tifa into land. Maybe into... I guess we can't really bushwhack. No blocks. Definitely gonna have to draw one of our engines for getting multiple lands down so we can deal with that Pride Mate before it gets out of control. Because I feel like he's definitely gonna race us on life gain. We don't even have a whole lot of trample going on at the moment. Okay, just a scry one. That would be worse if it was life gain. Ooh, alright. That's pretty good. Wow, other cats get +1/+1. Don't really want to chump with Land War Elves, so let's just keep rolling here. Another Chocobo. Hilarious. It's not really what we need. Thank you. Yeah, I guess we can do this. That cat will get smaller. And then 4, 6, 10. It's alright. Get in for a lot. See if opponent wants to jump. Nope. Okay, cool. We may just jump with Sazh's Chocobo, depending on what opponent presents this turn. But we've definitely gone a lot wider than I was assuming we would, which is alright. Okay. I'll take 3. We are out of cards, but that's alright. Drew into a snakeskin veil. Let's attack with everything, see what opponent wants to do. I assume they're going to block land war. So there's going to be a lot of trading. Okay, jump. Opponent takes 5. I mean, we can push that to 6, but that's fine. Opponent can take 5. Gonna wipe his whole board state. Okay, that's pretty good. I mean, the squire's still gonna die. Oh, it's alright. 3. This opponent takes 5. Yeah, that's fine. Does opponent have a way to do a couple of more? No. Oh, 2 other. So that's all right. 6, 7, 5, 6, 7. So at least I'm not dead. Don't think that's the right move. Oh no, but he's got a lifelinker. No, I've got no blocks. Yeah, I don't think there's really a purpose in attacking with Landwar Elves. Like, let's just attack with the 2 Chocobos and force him to chump with the 2 different cats. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. It's all good. Trample and lifelink. Wow. Okay. That's pretty good. So, I only need to block... Yeah, I guess I need to block with 3. Oh, Lord. Okay. 2 and 3. He's going to go up to 8. What a game. Okay. I'm at 1. He's at 2. Now he's at 8. Now his guy gets bigger. Needs something. That's... I mean... Is that enough? No, it's not, because... No, it's not even enough anyway, even without the... But... No, and I can't double attack. Because I don't have anything to block. Oh, but if he does let it through, if he doesn't chump, then he's dead. So, we can attack. Yeah, let's attack. This is ridiculous. Yeah, he's got to chump. Okay. That's fine. He's at 10. This guy's going to get bigger, which is not good, but there we have it. All right. And what is that? Is that... Yeah, whenever land comes in. Oh dear. Okay, okay, that's good. Alright, that's what we call getting baited, I guess. Cool. I mean, he's at a billion life. Okay. Wow, you're a little late to the party, Mossborn Hydra. But there we have it. Do that. And I'm gonna... I mean, this game's over one way or the other, so... Just gotta see if we can just outrace him before he can do 1 damage to me. Alright. Oh wow. That's a good play. And another. Yep. Okay. Oh man. And that's not quite enough. And I can't attack, and I'm gonna have to chump. But, okay, let's pass turn. This game just keeps flipping back and forth. For a game that has nothing on the line, one of us probably should have resigned a while ago. Alright. Another lifelink. If he has a way to remove one of my creatures, I'm in a lot of trouble. Nope, nothing. Okay. That's great. That could really help. Yep, we can play that. Yeah, that was good. So let's turn. Wow. Wow. Oh man, that's game. Okay, yeah, that's game, dude. You got a flyer. If we could have lasted 1 more turn. Yeah. Everybody was just a little bit too late to the party there. And that's how it goes sometimes. Those 2 traveling chocobos would have been a lot nicer earlier on. Let's play another one of these. I want to get 1 win in with this ridiculous deck before we switch back to ranking up again. This deck is a lot of fun, which is nice. Even when it's not pulling particularly great cards, it's still really fun. Okay, this is cool. I think I'm actually going to play Land More Elves first, and then try to get the Hydra out early. Because, I mean, this can really go off big time styly. He's probably got some removal, but I'd rather he uses it on the Land More Elves for sure. Okay, life gain. Yeah, alright. Next turn we'll play the Sazh's Chocobo, and then we'll play the Evolving Wilds, I think. Oh, Pride Mate. Alright, so he gets bigger. But that's okay, because our Hydra will become pretty big pretty quick. It's not super efficient, but let's try this anyway. Yeah. Yes, let's just attack with the Hydra. Okay. Alright. And I definitely don't want him to get out of control, so we can get in for a bit of damage. Next turn, the Hydra is going to do quite a bit of damage. Yeah, it's going to go up some life. Draw a card. Nice. 3/3. That Hylia Guided by Light is a fantastic. I mean, the warp ability on that's amazing. Really, really good. Okay. Draw a card. And go away. So, it's this. We will get Fenrir down. Now we can attack in for 20. See, opponent doesn't want to jump. That's alright. Big turn for opponent now. Have to see what they want to do. I'm pretty much out of gas. Okay, just straight play the Halia. It's alright. And opponent scoops. Yeah, the Hydra's going to become a 32-32. And who knows what we would draw into. So, alright, we got our victory. Insidious Roots. That's, yeah, the cornerstone of quite a few decks. Okay, so let's get back to ranking up. It's nice to take a break away from the grind and play a few different games for a while. It's hard to believe we're already a week into August this whole new season. I haven't done any ranking up in Constructed at all, so it's good to be getting some of this in. It's okay. Not great, I wouldn't say, but yeah, we'll play the Sacred Foundry. Get the Giver of Runes out, and then hope that our Amped Raptors play into something a little better. And then we'll get the Sheltered by Ghosts online. Alright. Well, it's gonna go get a basic land. Red. Gonna burn my guy. No. Swift Spear. Nice. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna block that. Because he can't get through. Interesting. Okay. Now, I have a feeling whatever I play out is gonna get slightly burned, but oh, that's pretty nice. Let's get that down. Just to get rid of that Swift Spear. Use the Giver of Runes to protect the Raptor. So we'll... can't even target it anyway with 2 mana. If we can draw into another land, it gives us the Shard Mage's Rescue. Yeah, he is going to burn that. But again, I mean, if he has to spend multiple turns... Okay. Yeah, that's... I don't know. I think that's going to be way too slow. I'm going to gain a bunch of life this turn. So, yeah. The nice thing about this deck is that a lot of games are, you know, a couple of minutes long. It lets you rank up pretty quick. By the time you start getting into Platinum, it is definitely way more grindy because it doesn't match up that great with a few of the decks. There are some of them that... Like, the more controlling decks, it doesn't generally work that well against. But, I mean, no deck is good against everything, I guess. And if I can get up into Platinum in a couple of hours, then that gives me a lot more time to then grind my way through Platinum. This could be okay. We're on the draw, so we'll see what we draw into. A Ruckus would be really nice to draw into. Okay. So, same deck. Witness, that's great. That's nice and dirtly. Like that. Let's pay the 2 life. Get a Sentinel. Sentinel tends to be a pretty good matchup because it at least replaces itself. These sort of decks play a lot of removal and stuff. Oh, an Amped Raptor, eh? Wow. Wasn't expecting that, to be quite honest. Claim? Okay, well. It's alright. It's basically... Oh, a ruckus. That's nice. I think I'm going to get that down rather than play out my light pause here. Because, yeah, then next turn I can always hold up a, the Shard Mage's Rescue. But I think I might just play the Griff's Boon here. Realistically, I'm not going to block with Sentinel, so I mean, I may as well get him up to a space where opponent has to pay more in order to cast spells, or else I draw a card and get in a couple of damage. I mean, I'm going to lose 3 here, but I think that's totally viable. Given that, you know, I'll have a lifelinker down on the board here soon. Yeah, opponent's going pretty wide, though. But we can start gaining a lot of life very soon. Grab that. Question is, what do we want to grab? I feel like probably the Marionette Apprentice is the more dangerous. We'll hold up the Shard Mage's Rescue as a just in case. Oh yeah, wow, okay. Glad I grabbed that then. Okay. Opponent's going to have to sacrifice something else. I'm fine with that. Yep. Another witness. Okay. They cannot attack with a raptor. Turn we're gonna soak up that enchantment because that thing definitely causes me problems. And we're gonna go get all that glitters. And then put opponent on pretty quick clock. Yep, let's do that. Attack in, see what opponent wants to do. Gotta attack. You gotta block with both. Yep. Cool. It's a bit of card draw for opponent, but we'll get the Giver of Runes down. Next turn we can play the Amped Raptor. Okay, well, I mean, it's got word 4, so... Alright. And opponent scoops. So we're moving on up, getting close to gold tier 2. Oh didn't have 100 battle? Didn't have 4 of those? I must have had 4 of those. Let's see. Yeah, I totally had 4 of those. All right. Let's do another game. And then, yeah, hopefully we'll be in gold 2 very soon. Well, I guess we can lose this game and still bounce into gold 2. Once we hit platinum, things do start slowing down a lot. Well, this is a great hand. I wish I was on the play. But we'll keep that for sure. We will play Sacred Foundry. Oh, no. One of these decks. But we are actually pretty quick here. But with opponent on the play, it's definitely going to be a little tougher. Oh, we will now play that. Not that. Yeah, I mean, we can get our light pawns down, but by the time we do, they'll have mana to be able to remove it, which is troublesome. But a Mind Stone's good. Yeah, that's great, because now we can soak that up. Put that down. Go get sheltered. Hope that he doesn't have 1 mana removal spell on his turn, because he can probably Flood Maw it or something like that. But we'll see. Nope. Doesn't even have... Okay, cool. That works for me. We are going to Griff Spoon. And then get an Ethereal Armor, and then we'll play 2 more Ethereal Armors, I think. Let's do this. So start with a Griff Spoon. That might even be enough to win this game. Yep, so we'll get that. That's 9-7. $15-13. Let's get the Shard Mages. And the last one. That's game. Alright. I wasn't expecting to go off that big, let's say. That was pretty good. Right. Sure, yeah, that was a lot of fun of drawing exactly the right cards in the first couple of turns. Not a whole lot of skill required there, let's say. That was definitely a lot of luck. And, I mean, opponent didn't really have anything to fight against us. Let's do another Tifa. I should probably build a standard deck of a Tifa flavor, because this is really fun. I mean, this On the Edge version of it is definitely not as strong. I mean, the standard deck has, like, Bristly Bills, other ways to go off a little bit bigger. I mean, this is all right. Let's give this a try. Yep. There we go. We'll probably bushwhack to get a land if we don't draw into one. Oh, he's also got a Chocobo. I'm actually, I think, going to instead remove his Chocobo, because that would put us pretty far ahead. Let's do that. And get in for one. Our little fluffy bird. Now we pray that we draw into an untapped land, and we can play the Spring Bloom Druid, and then we're just going off in a very big way. Alright. Opponent scoops. was kind of hoping that would be a little bit longer. Let's try another one. Oh, wow. Is that a mythic? Neat. I think I have a pile of her. Not a card that I am ever going to play. Alright, this is definitely playable. Get our Chocobo down, play land next turn, play Tifa, and then start going off with these druids, and that should be a way to get ahead. Though I guess we could just win because opponent's not there. Never a great way to win. Yeah, I usually like to post my streams after the fact, though I probably will not post today's, just because it was a little more impromptu and a little more chill. With such a hectic week, I didn't really want to get into something a little more strategic. I just wanted to do a bit more cruise control today. I was hoping to get to chat a little bit to stream, as that's something I haven't had a ton of chance to do yet since I started streaming. I do like to just kind of chat and chill. Can't really play like super competitive Magic all the time, or else it turns into a bit of a chore. All right. Yeah, could just be that opponent is not there. Always surprised when people jump into games and they're not there. I don't know what the rationale is. If any of you out there do this, could you tell me why? It's not, I don't know. Sometimes I think people are busy and they just start a game and then, you know, go off and work on their stuff and hope that people resign. Maybe is that the strategy? Or, I mean, it could be they start a game and their client crashes, I suppose, as well. That's a lot less conspiratorially theoretical, I guess. Yeah. Well, that's too bad, because that was a good hand, and I was looking forward to playing that, but I mean, that's a win, I guess, for daily wins. Too many days, I find I'm scrambling to get my daily quest wins in by the end of the day. And it's nice whenever you can have a day where you can get them in nice and early in the day and not have to worry. We're already done with that for the day, but, you know. Take the few extra coins. Opponents on the play this time. This is alright too, I think. Okay. Life gain deck, I guess. I mean, these on the edge events are always kind of fun because it's rare that people have a deck put together. So then they often just kind of put something together based on what is cheap to put together, I think. Do that. And then next turn we can get out the Hydra. Mobilize 2. Okay, well, I mean, I guess we see what opponent's going to do here. They might have some sort of... Nope, no combat trick. It's alright. Do they have something to -1 everything? That would be a blowout. Oh, okay. Good enough. Yeah, let's just attack with both. I don't really mind. I mean, we're gonna, because of the witch, we're gonna lose like quite a bit of life. But that's fine. What are we gonna lose? Like 5, 6, 6-ish, probably 5. Because realistically, if he attacks with a blood witch, I might just bounce it. Timeline color, that's a good one. Oh wow. Okay. Okay. Opponent is going bonkers here. Yeah. I don't think I would have played it that way. I think I would have attacked with the Voice of Victory first. And then... Well, anyway, whatever. Have to lose 2 more, and he's gonna... No, it has to be 4th time, right? Yeah. Either way, it's a lot of damage. A lot of damage. That. And then we'll get this one out. And yes, I think I will sacrifice a land. Cool. I think I would like to get rid of that Sephiroth. It's a bit of an imposition. Yeah, opponent's gonna go up. And let's attack with a lot. Okay, that'll prevent us from taking quite a bit of damage next turn. And, yeah, timeline color is a good one. It's not warped this time, though, is it? Wow. Alright. And another Sephiroth. Ooh, okay. Okay. Then I think we have to... So that's going to be 5, 6, 7. Yeah, let's... Yeah, we're toast here, aren't we? I mean, this is basically the same as if I block that way. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to lose 4 life. Five. Yeah, I'm cooked. Okay. Let's just do that. I'm definitely dead. There's no question here. Yeah. And, yeah. He's going to transform, and I'm dead anyway. Nice. That was nicely played by opponent. I was not expecting he was going to have another Sephiroth in hand. That's well done. That was basically the perfect draw. But, I mean, from my side, there wasn't a whole lot of other way I could play that. Alright, Sazh's Chocobos. This is, I think, an okay hand. We'll keep it. I wish we were on the play. Interesting. Might be another Sephiroth deck, perhaps. This turn we'll play the Chocobo into... Yeah, we're going to get rid of that, like, immediately. Odd that he didn't attack, though. Do that. definitely a Sephiroth deck. Alright. Next turn, we get the Hydra out, and then we get the Druid out after that. Another Sage. Your Sages cannot repel my Chocobos. However, attack with both. 4. Play Hydra. Yeah, that last game, opponent definitely had a amazing play. That Voice of Victory to start was nice. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, he's got some good sacrifice fodder there. Wow, okay. So that's what I would call an absolutely insane draw off the top. So we'll play... Man. Yeah, we're going to play that for sure. We're going to play this. And Hydra's going to get a little bit out of control. Yeah, that's definitely a good game. We can, like, GG's the Ting. So yeah, we'll attack with all 3 of those. Jump and jump. I mean, I guess we don't really even need to, but that's the harm. Two. Back up to 4. Does opponent have a couple of timeline colors? That's a question. Oh, Servandum. That's a great card. Yep. Excellent. Do love me some Servandum. So, is he gonna... No, he's just gonna hold back. Okay. Alright, then here I think we actually just bushwhack. We're gonna do this and that. Just to get rid of that. Yeah. Nothing happens. Cool. And I mean, here we just, I think, attack all in. Okay. Oh, that's... So, I mean, he should sacrifice the Servandum here in order to then destroy my Hydra. Yeah, that's very smart. But it doesn't work, unfortunately. I mean, we're still ahead on board there, so it's not that worrisome, but I think that was definitely the way to play that. Boom box. Haha. I like that. Yeah, I think I've got one of those. You know, again, I didn't really play that set very much. Outlaws of Thunder Junction. Anyway. We don't have a whole lot of time left in the stream. There's only about 15 minutes or so. And I don't know that I want to get into too much more competitive. It has been actually really fun today just playing some competitive, some casual. Especially, you know, leading up to the sealed event that's coming up this weekend. This is okay. Okay, sure. Sure, let's do this. Yeah, this is not... I'm not going to win this game, but that's fine. I'm definitely not going to win this game. Wow, yeah. Oh my lord, there's no hope. Okay. Okay, let's do that. That's... On top of this already being a bad hand, Authority of the Council's made this so much worse. That's kind of hilarious. Let's get down to Chocobo. Ah, bad timing. I need something that the Chocobo can kind of double the triggers on, but right now I don't have much of anything, unfortunately. Well, I mean, that's something for sure. See if opponent counters it. Nope. Excellent. Then we will get that down. Yep. And I'm going to do this. See if opponent counters this. If not, then we're ramping like crazy. I mean, opponent's sailing up in life. So that's worrisome. And I guess we'll attack. Sure. Yep. Of course. Nice. Alright, we'll get down. I mean, I had a feeling, based on the fact he wasn't playing the board at all. What could it possibly be? Probably a sweeper. But we haven't been seeing a lot of sweepers in this On the Edge, because why? What's the point? Yeah, okay. Got literally nothing to play there. I mean, I guess we just hold the land. Like, 6 land is plenty for us. Don't foresee needing any additional land. Alright, we've beaten opponent down to 19. Fantastic. Ooh, Traveling Chocobo. Okay, drew a card, which is good. Let's see about this. See if that gets countered. I mean, I assume opponent's got another sweeper, but it's probably going to counter this either way. If opponent counters this, then yeah. I think we'll dump the druid, and then we're probably just going to scoop. Because opponent has like 6 for 3'd us here, and with all these authorities, the council and stuff, like this sort of control deck, I don't really want to have a half-hour game. Yeah, I mean, this deck is too boringly control-y for something like trivial midweek magic. I don't understand why people play decks that take half an hour to get a win in a format that has no rewards. Play the deck that takes 2 minutes to win, not half an hour. You can finish the entirety of midweek magic in less time than it takes one control game. But, you know. Okay, this is terrible. I'm just going to mulligan this. There we go. That's better. I'm going to toss the giant growth. Get out my land war. Next turn, Traveling Chocobo. And then Tifa. Oh, or Sazh's Chocobo and Tifa. Okay. See, this is the sort of deck you want to play. Like, you don't want to play a control deck for midweek magic that takes you half an hour to get one win when you can get a win in 48 seconds. That's, yeah. Okay, well, I mean, I think we're pretty much out of time. We are definitely out of rewards. We've milled through. Oh, I guess we have black and red spells, but I'm not going to make you suffer through watching me play out that, or will I? Here we go. Let's do this. This deck is so jank. It is literally, I need to cast, what, 6 spells? Alright, we'll cast 6 spells and scoop. Totally not posting this, so if you were not here during the live stream, you will never see this. Okay, yeah, alright. All we need is 2 land. This is nothing but horrible removal spells. If opponent doesn't have creatures, we'll just scoop. There we go. Starting towns. Nice. Gene Pollinator. Alright. I am just gonna blast that, I think. Just trying to decide if I should just wait till my own turn, but no. So that's 1. And then... Alright, another one. Nice. Because this time I am going to wait till my own turn. Put that down. That's by him, so that's 2 spells now. Surema? Yep, okay. Rescue Beastie. Okay, sure. Ooh, Caustic Exhale. Nice. Everything instants, so let's do that. Keen-eyed Curator. Okay. Wow, I guess that's stationing. -3. That was ridiculous. Okay, I might clip that and post that because my god. Wow. Jankadelic. Creature enchantment. No, so that's no good. It would be cool to destroy that artifact too, but anyway, so what do we got? 3 spells. I need 3 more. Fatal Passage, he can burn that, go get something. I apologize in advance if anybody ever runs into me with a deck like this. I'm just trying to get my color stuff in for the day. Alright, Seed Ship, that's cool. Steed, yeah, okay. Okay, so he's gonna station with a 2/2. Let's play Vane's Treachery to make it a 0/0. And the station fails. Okay, I feel like I'm just trolling at this point. That's absolutely ridiculous. Another Treachery, okay. I mean, we've also got Depressurize in our hand. This is, I just feel like the bad guy at this point. Okay. Four, 3. I can't help myself. Let's see here. Yeah, let's do this first. And then depressurize. We need 1 more spell. I mean, I guess I could just play the Burst Lightning. Okay, Wily Duke. Feed the swarms a sorcery? Okay, well, let's kill this guy. Keep forgetting that. But he did actually get his stationing this time, so good on him. Oh my goodness, Candy Grapple. Alright, we'll pass turn. Can we get another -3, -3? Oh dear. Alright, opponent's gonna station for 4. He only needs 3, but he's gonna get 1. Oh, he's gonna pump it. He's gonna destroy his own creature? Oh wow, okay. That's a way to do it. Alright. That's hilarious. Summon Bahamut. Well, he learned my tricks. Okay. And he stations the Sarema. I think opponent's upset with me. And, I mean, rightly so. Oh, nice. He's got Absolute Virtue as well. That's fantastic. Okay, well, let's just destroy Bahamut to say we did. And then we can scoop. We got our 6 spells cast in black and red, which gives us our experience for the day. And that is the end of my stream. It is 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time now. Oh, nice. Night Luminary. I'll take that. That's great. That was definitely worth it. So, to everybody out there, I've been Mint Alpha Lotus. If you like what I do, now today was a very, very casual stream, I will admit. Which I kind of just needed. It's been a pretty intense week. And sometimes, I mean, you just want to kind of chill out and chat. But yeah, if you like what I do, then please like, subscribe, follow, check out, more of what I do on both YouTube and Twitch. I've also got Blue Sky. I've got Instagram. I've got all the socials, and trying to get more and more as time goes on. But until next time, yeah, everybody out there in Planeswalking Arena Land, definitely stay mint.